Hi, and welcome to an in-depth behind-the-scenes look at the 1972 movie Bless This House. Starring Sid James, Dinah Coupland, Sally Geeson, Robin Asquith and other stars. Bless This House was produced by Peter Rogers and directed by Gerald Thomas, both of them best known for the Carry On movies. The music was by Eric Rogers, also famous for the Carry On movies. It was filmed between Series 2 and Series 3 of the TV show. The film starred many of the main actors from the TV show, but some were replaced. Most notably, Robin Stewart, who was replaced by Robin Asquith, because he had already been booked for the summer season on Bournemouth Pier, though Stewart would return for the remainder of the 6th series. Another change was the role of Trevor Lewis, played in the film by Peter Butterworth, and on television by Anthony Jackson. Husband and wife Peter Butterworth and Janet Brown appeared in this film. They had once seen together in the back garden. The poster for the movie was designed by an Italian artist, Arnaldo Puzzu, renowned for his film posters for Italian and British films such as Get Carter and the Carry On films. From 1973 through to 1981, Puzzu also illustrated the covers of children's TV magazine Lookin', which also had a comic strip story every week of Bless This House. Puzzu enjoyed the regular work with the magazine that was not too far away from his offices, though eventually the magazine covers were replaced by photos. Bless This House, the movie, wasn't well received by critics, with some calling it unspeakably awful and corny. But despite the bad reviews, the general public still loved it, and the affection they had for Sid James's roguish character. The exterior shots of the houses were filmed at numbers 5, 7 and 9 Bolton Avenue in Windsor. The only difference to the houses is that number 7 has had an extension where the garage used to be. Number 9 no longer has the wooden fences and gates. And number 5 has no longer got wooden gates either. Also, the tree outside number 7, where Sid James was stood, has now gone. Mike's Morris Minor is still registered as of September 2021 with the DVLA, though the car is sawned and therefore not used on the public roads. Its colour is recorded now as being white. The pub where Sid James, Peter Butterworth and Ed Devereux decide to go for a drink. The pub has not changed at all, which is great to see, and is still open. The wisteria along the front is still there as it was in the film. Diana Coupland and Patsy Rowlands walking to the antique supermarket. The shop was on the High Street in Burnham, Buckinghamshire, and the interior shots were filmed at Pinewood Studios. I think writer Dave Freeman must have predicted the future with this scene, where Sally Geeson and friends meet up to go on a protest at the local soft drinks company about saving the environment. The car is a 1965 Ford Anglia van. Sid James turns up in his 1972 Ford Cortina Mark III estate. It was around till September 1984, 12 years after the movie. The building used as the pub company was really the old East Berkshire College. It was demolished in 2012 and a new housing estate is now situated there. Sid drops off Kate, played by Carol Hawkins, at the corner of Bolton Crescent, just down the road from the three houses. Sid James and Terry Scott leaving court. The doorway of the magistrates' court was actually the old schoolhouse, Church Street, Burnham. As I have mentioned in my Blu-ray review, with the movie now being in its original aspect ratio, more detail is visible and the old Five Bells pub can now be seen more clearly in the same shot as the magistrates' court. Sid and Terry get a lift to the wedding on the local fire engine, after putting out the shed fire in Sid's back garden. It's driving down the high street in Burnham. The families congregate at St. Peter's Church, also in Burnham. Here's a map showing how close some of the locations are to each other in Burnham. It's been great to revisit this classic English comedy film and look back at when times were simpler. It may be dated, with some of the humour being slapstick, but Sid James's many films will always be remembered for their charm, affection, and of course his legendary laugh. Thanks for watching, and thanks to my new and old subscribers. I really appreciate the support. If you haven't yet subscribed, why not consider it, as I have new videos out every week. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy your movies. Bye.